Hey, hello, NRD people. I'm doing this training specifically by direct request. I was requested to just go over biometric signatures. And I appreciate the chance to reach out on something that people really, really wanted to see. So what I'm going to do is we're going to break it down by doing 3 forms in the biometric style. So first of all, as you know, you've probably been issued your biometric ID or fingerprint scanner. And if at any point what you see happening on the screen is not working the way my demonstration will go, then you may have to engage with our IT department to make sure that all of your program and how it connects with Pride is working, all the drivers basically. So the forms that we're going to do is we're going to do the aberrant behavior form, one that's very common for you when you're building an applicant's profile. We're also going to do one of the page 13s. I figure we'll do the fraternization page 13. And then I'm actually going to do one of the classification documents for you. And the reason the one that I'm choosing is because when we do remote depths or we do reclasses, we generate the enlistment guarantees. And of all the forms, the enlistment guarantees is probably the most important to try to show what they're guaranteed for their contract. So let's start with the aberrant behavior form. So as we know, we go in and we start looking for the aberrant behavior. And in this case, we're going to add form, not upload. We're making one from Pride and it's going to become part of their permanent record. Now, as you see, it already pre-fills a lot of the member's personal information. Now, with this form, you know that we have initials that they normally sign off on. Now, these are not biometrically signed. In this case, you actually type the person's initials in, and we have CSD for this particular candidate. So CSD, CSD, CSD. CSD on the yes side. Now, at this point, the only other thing is I want to make sure that another piece of formatting is in before having the member sign. And one little trick that I have is I have some regular copy pastes that I have on the sticky, or sometimes you might use a Word document and I can just copy and paste that over. In this case, it's my one. In this case, it's my signature line for this. Now I'm going to ask the member. Now, when I click on this, it's going to bring up a workbox for the biometric signature itself, and it's going to default first to a right index finger. You can select under fingers, but if you follow the defaults, you're going to be in pretty good shape. So I'd like to have your right index finger, please. And what you're going to do is you're going to scan the finger twice. It's validating against its own signature. At that point, you hit accept. And then you're going to say, can I have your left index finger? That's the next default that it goes to. Good. Now, once you had 2 scans of 2 different fingers, you're going to hit sign form. And it'll take a moment. And then sometimes if you have a lot of signatures happening on a particular document, you might have to let a little work bar go across to finish making sure all the signatures are there. That way you're not colliding with it. And then as a recruiter, you're going to sign this part with your CAT card. There. Bar's probably going to come up. There it goes. It was really quick. And then you use the save icon within the form. And there, we have the aberrant behavior for this particular member complete. Once it scrolls through, you're going to get a box that says, you want to close this tab? Yes. And now it's become part of their record. Now, the next form we're going to do the fraternization page 13. So now I'm just typing frat. Add form. And I'm trying not to have dead space during the training, but so be it. Here it is. Now, once again, on the shipper station, of course, I'm going to pull from my little sticky folder. And this one's a permanent. Go back to my sticky folder to get the signature line. And I'm going to put the branch class for USN. So now I'm going to say, can I have your right index finger again, please? Click on that box, capture the first finger. Can I have your left index finger, please? Capture the next box, sign the form, and they've signed. Now at this point, I'm going to sign as the witness with my cat card. Brilliant. Now, this one's part of the permanent record. And it's going to cycle through, get us to the box where it says close this window. Absolutely, I don't want it open anymore. Done. There, that was example number 2. Now I'm going to go with an enlistment guarantee document. Now remember, this might come up for something that we request for you to do to match up a contract for a remote dep, or sometimes if you already have a reclass, you're going to get to capture the biometric signatures. And you're welcome to read through. You're going to see, like, you know, this person we're writing for is a new program. They're also getting a college bonus. So my bonuses are only going to add up to the total aggregate of $40,000 total. And they had initials put in. So the draft of these will be prepared by your classifiers, but you're going to just capture the member signature. I'm not going to ask any recruiter to sign for the classifier. In fact, I insist that you don't. We're just trying to capture that the member is absolutely signed and understands what their guarantees are. People who are classifiers are denoted classifiers in writing by the commanding officer. So I'm going to ask, can I have your right index finger again, please? Capture, capture, accept. And can I have your left index finger? Capture, capture, accept. And then at that point, hit the button for sign form. Cycle through, go ahead and hit save, and you're complete with this action. So I want to thank you for taking a little bit of your time. I'm hoping that this training wasn't too long. It was to really satisfy a request from the field. And I hope that you have you can utilize Pride more for what you need it to. I know not absolutely every form has a biometric capability, but most do. So, I mean, even when you're building those new packages and stuff like that, you can start using the forms from here when they're available. And it's already part of the record, and then you're not expecting people down the line to create new forms for you. So I want to thank you for taking this time, and have fun looking for people out there. Let's all do our best to get where we need to be and make dreams happen for the people joining the Navy. And I thank you.